Hello and welcome back to another episode of Chronicles of Sovik. I believe this is up to episode 10 now, and we pick up the scene with Sovik still back in the Crossroads. The Dark Moon Fair has now finished. In fact, I think it finished 2 days ago. Today is Monday, so it would finish Saturday night going into Sunday. So all the fishing is done. All the money has been sort of collected, well, whatever's left in the mailbox. And now it's time for the most important thing, to get on questing. So where are we with Sovik? As a reminder, we're level 22 on our path to level 120. Our gear is modest, but more than adequate for where we are at the moment. And in terms of funds, what we've got in our bank as well, we can get off that character. We've currently got in our bags 45,418 gold, the vast majority of which was as a direct result of fishing the Dark Moon Fair, fishing the Dagger Moors and fishing the Firewater, throwing them on the auction house and selling while the Dark Moon Fair has been on. Now, let's go to the mailbox and pick up the remnants of what we've got. Okay, so let's start from the bottom. We've got Recipe Strider Stew, which is a vendor flip from, in fact, around here, I believe. So we might go and buy another one of those. Bought for probably a few copper, maybe 1 or 2 silver, sold for 50 gold. So that's quite nice. We've then got 2 separate stacks of a Dark Moon Daggermore, one for 267 and another one of 288, which is roughly about 4,500 gold. So that is all my Dark Moon Daggermores gone. There's none left on the auction house. There's none in the bank, all gone. Does it actually say a tooltip how many we've sold of him? No, we can't see that at the moment. But that has been a really, really successful way of giving some initial capital to this character. We've also got in the bag there the third and final Moonfang's pelt. Yes, we did go and engage Moonfang in combat again, and yes, we did suffer another death. No shock there. So we're now up to 3 deaths on this character, all as a result of fighting Moonfang. Now, the first 2 pelts we picked up, we managed to sell 500 gold each, and 475 after auction house cuts. I believe this one was about 750, hence why we got 712. And I got this one on the last day of the fair. There was only a few hours left. Threw it on the auction house, put in trade chat and Orgrimmer that it was on there for really, really cheap. I think the next cheapest was about 2,000, and lo and behold, someone went and bought it. Okay, we've got a few other transmog pieces. So we've got a durable rod of a quick blade for 188. We've got a simple blouse of Aurora for 189. We've got another vendor flip recipe from around here. The Wise Man's belt is a vendor flip transmog piece from also in Crossroads. We'll go and see if he's got any more of those in stock. The barbaric cloth boots, I believe I might have bought them off the auction house for like 60 silver. Got 141 gold for that. We're starting to shift some of the light leather which we pick up as part of our leather, skinning. So sold 10 of that for 19 gold. There's another one of those Wise Men's belts in there. This one is for 428 gold. In fact, it's sold on the same day. So yeah, we'll definitely have to see. We've got some more of that. Some more light leather. A recipe swiftness potion, which I'm not entirely sure where I got that from. I think we looted that from a mob actually. So that went for about 50 gold. And we've actually got a buy in here. And the reason why I bought this is I've actually got another one already on the auction house, and both of them have been picked up for 8 gold 97. Both of them have got a region market value average of 2,000 gold, and for one you can see listed on the screen at 299, I believe is probably my one. So as there were 2 on there, both of them for 8 gold 97, you can see there in the TSM accounting, I bought them both. So we'll sell the first one. Once that's gone, we'll throw this one on the auction house as well. Maybe bump the price up. We'll see how quick the first one sells. But for a Northrend dual crafting recipe, it looks like it's a drop as well. You know, hopefully someone will pick that up in due course. So in our bags, we've got 6,681 gold, which when we add that to what we've got at the moment, it gives us a grand total of 52,099 gold. Now, we should have a little bit more than that. In fact, we should have 2,500 gold more than that, to be precise. So we should be more or less up to sort of 55,000. However, I have made a purchase. And the purchase is hiding in the long grass here, and is this chap by the name of Nurgle. Now, Nurgle is a battle pet. I saw him on the auction house as I was doing a scan of the battle pets. Let's come out of the grass and see him in a bit more detail. He is a Murloc. I thought he was quite cute. I thought as a sort of battle pet to reflect Sovik and go on the quests until we get to end game and maybe beyond. I thought he'd be a great addition to the team. So he costs 2,500. The price for him on the auction house, region average price, is about 10,000, if not a bit more. So I did get him on the cheap. Potentially, if we need any money in the future and we can, part with him, which I'm not sure we will be able to, we can put him back on and then maybe make our money back and a little bit more. So I think he's been a great addition. I haven't renamed or anything. His name is Murgle. That's who he is. He's tucked over there on our action bar, so we can summon and dismiss him whenever we like. And I think that's it. That's us. I don't think there's been any additions to the gear. If there has, it's been marginal. What I have purchased though, these 3 items over here are pieces of gear I found on the auction house I bought, which we can use at a higher level. So the first one is a Shadow Wand, which gives us 22 intellect and 6 stamina, which is 6 and 2 more than what we've got at the moment. This wand I picked up for, in fact it doesn't say on tooltip as well, a very, very small amount. I can't remember exactly how much. In fact, let's have a look in TSM data and see if we can find out. Ledger, expenses, what's it called again? Shadow Wand. Was it that long ago? Let's have a quick search in here. I can't even see it on here, so I have no idea. I might have bought it on my laptop rather than on this desktop, and they don't share the same TSM data. But needless to say, that would cost me maximum of 5 gold, which is what it's going for at the moment. But again, as soon as we reach level 24, we've got an already upgrade in our bags, which cost a few pennies. We've also picked up these Ivy cloth pants of a Fire Flash, which will be ready for us at the next level. So hopefully later on in this recording. Our current pants are item level 18. These are item level 28. 7 intellect, 11 stamina, 6 and 4. So again, a nice sort of 50% upgrade on what we've got at the moment. And these cost us 3 gold, and they're currently on the auction house at 54 gold. I've also picked up this medicine staff for Fire Flash. Now I'm in 2 minds what to do with this. I purchased this for 30 silver. It's got a vendor sell price of 4 gold 51. So straight off the bat, if I decided I just want to sell it straight to the vendor, I would get an extra 4 gold. I could put it on the auction house where it's currently going for 75 gold. Or what I'll probably do, because as a warlock we can use a 2-handed staff, is I'll probably just eventually put it in the bank when we get to level 54, if I remember, equip it if it's still a good upgrade, and then use it at that stage. But the 30 silver, when I saw it on there, obviously it's a no-brainer because you can vendor it for more than that anyway. So, and that's us. And then with this, I'll put that on the auction house next time I'm back in Orgrimmar. So I think that's all the stuff we've done since the recording. So 52,000, looking really, really good. Obviously we can't use Moonfang no more, so we're down to just using the Black Wolf, which isn't a problem. So let's get on with our quests. So we've got quest number 1, which is, I think that's defeating the boss of the lions to the north. We've got In Fungus We Trust to the south, also with a growing problem. So let's go and take the one into the north out first, north of Crossroads. Do that, probably hand that back into the Crossroads before we probably come down here and do these last 2 quests. Now it has been a few days since we've done some questing. I think the last time I did some questing maybe it might have been 2 or 3 days ago, maybe Saturday, which after I quested went to the Darkmoon Fair to get the last little bits of fish in, get them on the auction house because as it was up. So it has been a few days. Murgle looks quite cool running alongside the wolf. Obviously we've got the Void Walker up as well. Now this quest, we have to blow this horn, don't we, when we're near his lair. So let's try and sneak in here. We're going to be able to get round them? Probably not. That is a bit further up anyway. Oh, before I forget, in terms of the Darkmoon stuff, we haven't sold everything. In fact, I've still got 165. In fact, that's him dead there. Great. We've still got 165 of the Darkmoon Firewaters still on the auction house. And what I've done with those is I've put them up for a larger amount, 120 gold each, rather than 100 gold that I was originally selling them for. or 90 gold. So eventually they will sell, but we're in no rush to do that. Okay, so that's us blowing the horn. There he is. He hasn't attacked us, so let's get him. Again, the Void Walker's doing a great job here, just taking the threat. So we'll get lion meat from him, which is worth on this server. Sometimes it can be quite high. 40 gold. So we've got that. What's this battle pet here? Adder. Again, I do need to start doing some battle pet stuff off the recording. Nurgle is still level 1. He hasn't actually had a fight as yet. In fact, once we get back to Crossroads, I'll show you what we've got in terms of battle pets for those interested. I did do a little bit of the Darkmoon there, just to try and collect some of the ones which are unique to the Darkmoon. In fact, can we do it while we're riding? We can. So this is what we've got at the moment. I've got a rare blue Darkmoon Glowfly, which is level 5. So the team at the moment is Nurgle, who's blue, level 1, the Darkmoon Glowfly, and the Black King Snake, who's the first one we got. We've also picked up a level 8 green uncommon crow, and he was quite useful. I think the rest of these you've probably seen. Oh, and we also got a sea pony. I can't remember if I told you about that. We picked up a sea pony fishing on the Darkmoon Fair, so we've got that as well. So again, you know, not the biggest list of pets. In fact, we've only got 12, but we're starting to build a nice team up. Okay, so let's hand this in. Okay, you've beaten Ichiyaki, and although his days of hunting are over, his spirit is with you. He will show you the strength found in subtlety and the honour in mercy. I underestimated you, Warlock. The Horde is fortunate to have you in its ranks. So we get a very good chunk of experience of that. Obviously, we've got rested experience at the moment because we've been in an inn and we haven't quested for a few days. Into the Raptor's Den. The hunt deepens, Sovik. Now you must find and defeat your prey within its lair. Hunt the Sunscale Raptors to the south, where they have built a warren amongst the hills just off the road. Slay them and remove the feathers they wear. Place the feathers on the Sunscale Raptor nests to show their brethren you do not fear them. Be cautious, Warlock. Raptors hunt in packs and will swarm you if you are not cautious. So we need to kill Sunscale Raptors, collect their feathers, use the feathers on the 3 Sunscale nests, and we get a cloak for that. And the cloak is +3/+5, which is not as good as, although the item level is better, the extra critical strike and versatility we've got on the Willow Cloak means it's not an upgrade, which is unfortunate, but we'll accept it anyway. Okay, so what direction is that in? The direction we're heading, so that's perfect. So let's go do that one first, then we'll bounce into 2, then number 3, and then probably back up to Crossroads to hand them in. We've actually got a buff from killing that lion. Versatility increased by 10. But it must have been maybe 30 minutes, 35 minutes. Okay, so this quest is absolutely due south of here. Let's go cross country. Again, we haven't got herbalism, so we can't pick any herbs up. We've still got skinning and tailoring. Tailoring, I put no progress on whatsoever because we haven't been killing anything. We haven't been picking up any linen cloth. Okay, that's a raptor. That looks like one of the ones we probably need. So let's try and engage him from this distance. Again, with this amount of wildlife, we just need to be careful with our Void Walker that he doesn't pull loads of packs which we don't actually want him to pull. He also said in there as well, the Grizzly trophies, we never actually got around to finishing that and completing that, handing that in the Darkmoon Fair. So you see on the right hand side the test your strength quests. There or thereabouts, but we're not quite there. We've got someone up there, must be level. I'm guessing he's skinning these. Or not. Well, he's not skinning them. Let's skin him. Again, for anyone that's maybe new to this series or may have forgotten exactly what I'm doing with this level, the skinning of the leather, the answer is not a great deal. All I'm going to be doing with this, he's level 120. All I'm going to be doing with the leather, the skins, is just selling on the auction house. Again, just a little bit of steady gold coming through. No, we do actually need to kill something, so it would be nice if we didn't kill absolutely everything. Try and tag that one before we killed it. Let's try and get a couple more. Normally I'll just take my time, but if he's running around trying to kill everything and kind of interfering with our questing, sometimes it's worth just trying to engage as many as you possibly can without overstretching yourself, just to make sure that they all don't just disappear and you haven't got any chance of killing any of them. Okay, can we visit what happens? We got to do something here. Okay, so we've got a feather. Let's place this on the nest. Okay, that was fairly simple. There's another nest. Supposedly somewhere in their hair. I cannot see. Let's around this side. Oh no, here it is. Is this it? That's not where the mini-map shows it is. Okay, so we've got 2 feathers, and that's that one done. Again, let's just carry on skinning. The light leather's not worth a great deal on this server. It's going, well, it's up to 3 gold, 75 now. I think I've been selling for like 1 gold. Right, let's kill him. Got 1 more to do in this area, which is visit the yellow nest. We've got 1 more feather, we do. So in fact, I don't think we did need to kill him. Is this the yellow nest? I don't think it is. Maybe it's up there. Been so long since I've done this quest. Again, clearly I've done it on a previous character, but we're probably talking years ago. Let's have a look up here. Yeah, I think it's up here. Okay, so let's kill him. Skin him, and then visit this last nest. Use a feather. Okay, so that's that done. Let's mount up, and while we're mounting up, let's have a look where we've got to go to. So it's probably worth... Let's go around this way, because we haven't been around here before. That looks quite high. Let's try and jump around this side. Can we go over there? We can. Again, we haven't got mining, so that copper vein is of no use. Just hug the edge by these cliffs. Try not to pull any of these. Okay, now we came from around here before, didn't we? I think we did some quests around here. What have we got to do in this one? Plant a fungal culture near the stagnant oasis and observe the results. Okay. Now we were here not that long ago. Last week. Here's the stagnant oasis. Can we just plant it here? We can. Okay. That was fairly straightforward. We didn't even need to get into the bubble then. Okay, so then we just got this one. Take Tonga's eyes to the summit. So if we just go in the direction we're heading at the moment. Try and avoid these raptors. Try and avoid these, I don't know what sort of humanoids, I can't remember who they are. Cut a path through here, and let's get this quest done. Now, if I remember rightly, we need to get to the top of this. Nice. Didn't really cause us any problems. I think with our ability, our equipment at the moment, our health, the fact I've got this void water as well. It's probably going to take a good few mobs to cause us any real sort of problems. Now on my screen I can see that potentially is a rare up here. I'm not going to investigate this at the moment though. We need to try and get up there. What I'm going to look to try and do is follow this edge up here and see if we can get to the top that way. Does this look familiar? Not especially. So far so good though. We might just need to... Can we get straight up this? We can. Awesome. Right. So we're near the top. Let's activate his eyes. That's doing something at least. Does that click anything? Or is that it? We'll speak to this guy. Okay, so we need Tonga's totem. Again, something, let's have a read. Bring the eyes to the top, which we've done. Doesn't really give a great deal of detail. There's nothing we can click on this. Okay. That's our bird flying around. Maybe we just need to wait until this runs out. That might be it. And that is exactly it. Right, good. Let's go and have that question. A growing problem. Tonga knows these lands better than any of us. I believe it physically hurt him to see it torn asunder. So we need to give the, Tonga's totem to him, which we don't need. A growing problem. I'm glad Tonga was able to witness the overgrowth firsthand. Words can't convey the scope of the damage. Did you bring his totem? I will return it to him when I am finished here. There you go. The stagnant oasis. Can what's happening to the south happen here? Judging by what you found at the Forgotten Pools, these oases may be the key. Let's perform an experiment. Here, take these seeds I've collected from the summit here. They are dead and infertile, but carry them down to the stagnant oasis just below us. If there is a fissure there, then place the seeds within it and observe. So we've got to report your findings back to Tonga at the Crossroads. Take the seeds down and investigate the fissures in the stagnant oases. Okay. Another quest, Altered Beings. It will be important to study both plant and animal life impacted by the oases and the unusual energies you've discovered. The stagnant oasis below us is home to a species of snap-jawed turtles. Recently, their population has exploded. Moreover, the once peaceful animals are growing aggressive, as I learned the hard way before trekking up here, and he shows us his bandaged finger. I suspect they've been altered by the oases. Collect their shells and take them to Tonga at Crossroads for further study. Okay, so we need to collect 6 altered snapjaw shells from the snapjaws down below. So we'll take that. That's it, I believe, for that. So we've got 2 there. So we've got 2 areas where these snapjaws potentially could be, and then we've got to test the seeds immediately below us. Anything else up here? Let's have a quick scan. No. Just mount up. We can go straight down. I don't think this is the way we came. This looks like the easiest path. But there is a raptor on there. That's us getting now up to 72. Okay, so we need to get into that piece. Let's see if we can head down this way. Again, if I don't need to fight, I don't think there's much choice. I think the whole path is blocked, so let's just kill one of them. Rather than try and sneak through and maybe, you know, track 2 or 3 of them. Got some linen cloth with him at least. Okay, so there's the snapjaws. That looks like where we need to test the dried seeds. So I'm guessing with the snapjaws we just kill them. Soon find out. We've also got some deviant fish here, so I might actually try and capture one of those. The ones I had on the auction house before sold well, so let's use this opportunity as we're here just to make a bit more gold. We can skin these turtles. But let's go and do this quest thing first to get this out of the way with. Okay, so 3 killed so far, and each of them has dropped one of the altered shells, which we need. Okay, are we supposed to collect these? I'm not entirely sure. Let's pick them up anyway. What do they do? Oh, okay, so it's effectively just a free food. We don't need those. Let's go and kill that turtle and try and fish this school. Get some more of these deviant fish, which we can then sell. Skin him. Okay, so I've got my fishing on an alternative sort of action bar down here. So it just should be a case of just rotating up and down from there. Then it's combined onto my mouse, just makes casting a little bit easier. Okay, so what are these going for at the moment? 25 gold each. So it's worth, if I can even get, say, 4 of these, that's, get them on the auction house. The ones I caught before sold, I think, within the day, so they definitely do sell. You know, 4 of these is effectively 100 gold. So again, for anyone watching this, thinking, how am I going to make some gold at the beginning of the game? You know, I'm a low level, level 20, Dark Moon Fair's not on. How am I going to get that initial gold to buy my bags, pay for my riding, get my mount, etc.? You know, this is another option. And I think the vast majority of our money, I know we collected the Dark Moon Fair, but we've got a good chunk of our money just through fishing, which again is not everybody's cup of tea, but has proven so far, you know, with over 50,000 in the bank, but it's certainly worth considering if you do want to try and make some early gold and you haven't got any other alts. So that's 4 fish from this school. We're going to get at least 1 more. And another. So again, just don't think in terms of fish, think in terms of gold. That's now 125 gold. Okay, let's go around the side to kill these last 2 turtles. Cool. Again, we just need to make sure we've got our spells on rather than our fishing rod. You don't want to kill them too quick, I don't want to really jump in the water. You can see me getting out of the water though. Again, I could have got a little bit closer to him before I started to cast some spells, but I don't know who's up around here. So if I got a little bit closer up there, it could have been another mob or 2. So again, just playing it a little bit cautiously. Right, let's go and catch some of these fish. Again, if the opportunity is there to try and make a little bit of gold, you've got to try and take the opportunity. Okay, we've got a trunk from that. What's inside the trunk? Okay, some miscellaneous bits and pieces. We've got 2 light leather, some mana potions, which are no use to us and not worth anything, and we've got a bolted woolen cloth as well, which actually is useful because we are a tailor. So although we actually haven't made anything as yet, when we start looking to make stuff, you know, there's a little bit of wool which we've got. Okay, that's that done. Somebody else has been around here because look at all these dead turtles. Let's fish this one. Thing is, I didn't see anybody. Again, what I could do, I could dive in here and go and skin these and, you know, look to try and sell the light leather. I'm not going to bother. Actually diving in the water, swimming to all these bodies would give me potentially 3 light leather, which is, according to market value, maybe 10 gold at a push, when I can just fish this school of deviant fish, and I know I can probably sell these for 20 to 25 gold each. Again, you know, some people might be thinking, why am I still trying to sell or catch these fish for 25 gold when I've got 52,000 in the bags? Well, you still need to look to keep accumulating gold. The Dark Blue Fair was great. You know, we certainly burnt ourselves out fishing for you know, the amount of time which we did. You know, you can only do it in, you know, very sort of small bursts. But it's part of your questing. It's part of your everyday questing around Azeroth. You've got to look at the opportunities to make that bit of gold. If you get lots of small little opportunities, they'll soon sort of stack up. Okay, so that's a few more then. We've also picked up some strangle kelp, which is 11 gold on this server. And this guy down here looks like he's got a quest. So let's go and, in fact, there's 2 individuals down here with quests. Let's go and grab both of these. Gorgle Angerskar, King of Centaur Mountain. We were sent here to track the movements of the Kolkar Centaur, but after a week of watching these dirty animals scamper all around the oases, I'm itching to give my axes haste to their necks. What do you say, Warlock? Want to cause a little havoc with me? Let's see if we can attract the attention of their strongest warrior, Kurak. Keep Gorgal Angerskar alive as he starts some trouble with the Centaur and help him slay Kurak. Sounds good to us, so we'll accept that. Hey, yes, Sovik, that's what I want to hear. Let's make some noise. Let's take this quest as well, just in case. In fact, no, we'll just leave it. We'll come and grab that in a second. Hopefully it's not related to this one. Okay, so he's running to the top of this mound. Planting the Horde flag. Come get some, you horse-face maggot farms. Make sure we've got our spells on. Again, the fishing rod's not going to be a great deal. So with multiple targets, rather than using shadow bolts, what I'm going to try and do is just make sure I've got the dots on as many of these as possible. There's another one coming. Again, get all 3 dots on. If there's nobody else, I'll start using the shadow bolts. If someone else is coming in like he is at the moment, and I'll start putting the dots on him. Okay, so this is the boss. Use an instant cast shadow bolt. Just keeping an eye on the Void Walker's health. He's down to about 50% at the moment. I'm not going to need a boost. Okay, got some wool cloth from that one. Wait till Shoe hears about this. Okay, so I dare say I can just go and hand this in. And you'll have hair down the bottom. Oh no, there's Shoe. Please, Warlock, don't encourage Gorgol. We're supposed to observe and report, not raise up a ruckus. So let's hand in King of Centaur Mountain. Armon, why you have to go setting Gorgol off like that? Still, I can't argue with results. We'll need to watch these animals closely to see what they do with Kurak out of the way. More watching and waiting, Gorgol won't like that. No gear, but a good chunk of experience, which pushes us up to level 23. Again, we don't gain anything from this. There's no new spells. We haven't unlocked any dungeons. But it gives us a small boost to our intellect and our stamina. Okay, so this is a quest we were going to pick up. Flushing out Verog. Rekafal Deathgate sent me here to observe the Centaur activity, but the leader of this group is hard to pin down. I've discovered that his name is Verog the Dervish, but his whereabouts are a mystery. Can you help me to do some digging? I know that Centaur intelligence sounds like an oxymoron, but their camps are often littered with important communications. Search for Centaur tents all around the stagnant oasis here and bring me back some information. So the objective is to gather 4 pieces of Centaur intelligence from around the stagnant oasis.
Bye-bye now.
So we accepted that. Before we do that though, let's fish up these last... It's gone the wrong way, it's good. This last school of deviant fish. First one is a trunk. Okay, just an assortment of bits and pieces here as well. It's a deviant fish. So we're up to actually 13 deviant fish. So again, if you work on a basis of 25 gold each, which for my min buyout on my realm is actually below all of the other values. It's 20. You know, it's looking like we're going to get 300 gold from just spending a couple of minutes fishing around the pools there. So certainly, it's a bit wonky. Certainly worth doing if you've got fishing. That's that done. Let's put the spells back on. Let's mount up. See where we're going. Okay, so we're right in the middle of the area anyway, so we just need to look for these camps. Right, let's try and sneak around here. If we get onto a bit of high ground, maybe we can... Well, that looks like a tent. Let's head over in that general direction. Now, are we going to have to fight our way into each one of these camps? That looks like it on the floor there, doesn't it? Okay, so we've pulled one, and there's only one to come, which is good. There's nothing in here, so that's one. That's that one that's hiding behind a tent. Hack one up. It's got a pack hound we need to kill as well. No, I don't think I'm going to get the intelligence from these dead bodies. I think we do need to just find it laying on the ground. Okay, so let's go in a clockwise direction and see what... Okay, so another one up there. That might be slightly out of the area though. I think it is. So let's head to this tent. Okay, let's just... We know we're probably going to pull him at some stage if we're in the tent, so let's get him out here. Again, I've got an eye on my minion's health, just to make sure it doesn't go down too low. Let's give him a bump up. Can we not skin this one? Oh, yes we can. Okay, got some more linen cloth. So linen cloth on my realm at the moment is going for 2 gold 41. So at the time of recording, this is pre-patch, before pre-patch Shadowlands. There's a lot of talk about these relics of the past, and one of the things that you could use for relics of the past is linen cloth. So people are speculating at the moment that if you go and get a load of linen cloth, you might be able to flip it and make a bit of profit. Hence the reason why it's gone up from 5 silver or whatever it should be, 28 silver to 2 gold 41. Which is a bit of a shame because it has kind of slowed down any progress. We could have just bought 1,000 linen cloth quite comfortably. But it's not a problem. Okay, so let's take this one out first. I don't think we're going to be able to sneak past him if we go in the tent. Okay, managed to attract another one, who we would have had to kill anyway. We're going to have a look in that big tent. And we'll manage to track another one. I don't think we're going to have any problems with our Grizzly trophies. Let's give our minion a bit of a power bomb. There we go. Again, that spell, because it does directly take energy from me to give to my minion. I'm going to have to fill this one. You just need to use sparingly. Don't want to leave myself too low, although I've got the option of using health potions or using a health stone as well. Okay, he was the only one in here, so let's pick up his copper, pick up the intelligence, and some more over here. That's very useful. 2 and 1 tent. And then let's sneak out and be on our way. In fact, should we have a look in this one, see if there's anything? No, nothing in there. Let's just take him out. And we can have a look around that sort of overturned tart. Okay, nothing over there. So, again, trying to stay in the bubble. That one looks very much like it's outside. Or does it? We know in World of Warcraft sometimes some of the areas and well, there we go, we can see one on the ground there, so that's our target. Sometimes some of the little bubbles they show on the minimap are not particularly accurate. I reckon we might be able to sneak in just by killing him. Health's not too bad, so let's just get straight into the action. Again, some of the potions I've still got tucked away, which I should have used, are the Dark Moon utility potions. I think they've still got a duration of maybe 5 or 6 days on them. 6 days. So let's... How long do these last for? 20 minutes. That's the problem, because they don't last for too long. You do tend to forget about them. Okay, so back to the Oases. Let's go and hand this quest in. Again, let's try not to fight everything as we head back into this area. And we've got to have fun. Search those tents, Sovik, try and ignore the stench. We've done it, we've got the intelligence. Good work, Sovik. Did you look through these? They're barely legible, more like angry graffiti ban war plans. Hatred, jealousy, rage, personal conflicts. It's a wonder the Rog can keep these centaur from killing each other, much less form them into an army. We can use this to our advantage. The Rog may be hard to find, but judging by the info you gathered, his mate Ryneth is always in his command tent just west of here. If we kill her, the Rog will come running. Regfar sent us here to scout, but he also said we should seize any opportunity to upset the Centaur chain of command if we can. Lure out the Rog and kill him. So we've got to go and kill Ryneth in order to lure out the Rog the Dervish, slay him and grab his head. And that will get the Robe of Shame, which is clearly worse than what we've got at the moment. Which isn't a problem. Let's go around and do this quest. I wonder if it's up there. It certainly is. Okay, so let's kill this centaur. That gives us a clear path up to that higher tent. Okay, well that was fairly straightforward, but this wasn't the boss. This one here is. Again, we're not really, at the moment, defeating these that quickly. Which suggests to me that, you know, potentially there is some other gear which we could use. In fact, I'm sure I've got something in my bag. Haven't I? These legs. So let's throw them on quickly. So they are an upgrade. Throw that over here. We've got for 1 for the next level. Okay, so straight to the east, straight back to the Oases, and hand this quest in. So we've equipped the Ivy Cloth pants I picked up. The shame that it does say 3 gold I paid for these. I didn't show no why I didn't show it in the tooltip before. No, I think it was 1, but 3 gold for a small upgrade, you know, is no big deal. Especially when these fish I'm catching are 25 gold each. Okay, let's go and hand this in. Did you find the Rog, Sovik? We did, and defeat him. You did it. That will really upset the balance of power down here. The Rog left no clear successors, so I expect his crew of brutes will fall on each other like hungry dogs. I'll stay here and keep an eye on what happens next. The Rog answered directly to the Cold Card Chief. Killing him is a good start, but there's more work to be done. So we pick up the Robe of Shame. Are we going to get an upgrade to that? We do. We get a rare upgrade, which is an 8 intellect, 12 stamina chest, which is now better than what we've got. So again, we'll equip this. This is the chest piece I put my enchant that I bought for 12 silver on, the +1 all stats. But even with that, we'll still put the new one on, which is here, the Robe of Shame. Let's have a look, see how this looks. Okay, it's certainly different than what we had on previously. It's a bit more warlocky, I think, than the last one, the wedding garments. Yeah, so that was quite lucky to get that upgrade, and that's up to level 29. So if you think most of our gear could be around that level, if we were looking to try and max out what we've got, you can start to see there's a few pieces which have fallen a bit short at the moment, including this offhand. So if we can pick up a staff or a better offhand, that would be great. Okay, so where next? Okay, Crossroads. Now I haven't set my hearthstone for the Crossroads yet. It is still set for the inn next to Orgrimmar, in Orgrimmar next to the auction house, just for ease of whizzing back there. So we're going to have to run back, unfortunately. Sure, I just saw a dragon then. Again, we'll just give these guys a wide berth. We don't need to fight our way back. And before we leave Northern Barrens, I will try and get the rest of these battle pets, which we haven't collected yet. So although we've got an adder, our adder is of really poor quality. The prairie dog is, I think, common, so we will look to try and get at least a green for all of these. Okay, back into Crossroads. Let's have a quick check with our favourite vendors to see if they've got any of the stuff which we've been selling. Not as yet. Let's get rid of some of this stuff which we know we're not going to use. We'll keep that. Let's sell the raptor eggs, they're not worth keeping. That's not worth keeping. That's not worth keeping. I'm going to sell that. See, so the ale here, the Rumsey Rum Light, says it's worth 25 gold. The region average sale rate is okay, but we're not going to worry about that. Let's just get rid of that. Same with the minor mana potion and the bolt of wool cloth we'll keep. We don't actually need this one anymore, do we? Okay. I think that was it. He was the main one, and there was that weaponsmith up here, who we've never actually managed to find the weapons from. Okay, so let's hand the first one. Into the raptor's den. So you've been to the nests and placed the feathers of your prey within them. That took a fair portion of courage, no doubt about it. Do you feel a little tougher, Sovik? Because you look tougher now than when you first came here. That will be the new robe, I dare say. I guess the Barrens is doing its job. So we receive a sun scale cloak. No chance of upgrade on that one. The purloined payroll. Well, Sovik, I admit there's a place for you in my beloved horde. You've shown me strength, cunning, initiative. Even Fork recently mentioned you by name. Neither of us are easily impressed. Well done. Now it's time to start pulling your weight. This week's payroll for the Crossroads guards has gone missing. Gazrog in Ratchet is heading up the investigation. Talk to him. Simply follow the road east of here to the coast. So speak to Gazrog near the entrance to Ratchet. So I think that is going to be the part of a quest down here to Ratchet, which moves us on to the next area. So we'll accept that. Looks like we've still got at least one more quest in here, though, to do. So we don't want to be heading down there too soon before we complete it. Okay, the Stagnant Oasis. Your findings are amazing. Jarek was wise to send you there. We now know that whatever results under these oases can create life from nothing. No doubt this is causing the havoc to the south. But my primary concern right now is preserving the balance up here. We must study this more. No quest item, but we get some experience. We've also got the altered snapjaw shells. Thank you, Sovik. Studying the beasts of an area can tell much about the area itself. We shall see what tales these shells tell, and possibly unravel the mystery of what's happening in the Barrens. Please accept my gratitude for your aid, and perhaps you can use these coins. 15 silver? Well, okay. I find I do not need them. Well, me neither, but I will take them anyway, and the experience has pushed us up to level 24. So, level 24, what have we got? We've learned a new spell, the Eye of Kilrog. We'll have a look at that in a second. That's that one. Let's pop that over there. We've learned a new spell, Unending Breath, which must be this one over here. We've unlocked Gnomrigan, which is great. We've increased our reputation with Thunderbluff by 250, which is impressive as we've not actually been to Thunderbluff yet. And we got those 15 silver and we've gone up to 24. So before I forget, let's equip this wand which I picked up. So from 16 and 4, we now go up to 22 and 6. So that's a nice upgrade. So let's equip that. This cloak wasn't as good. It was at 4 and 6 compared to 3, 4, 1 and 2. We'll keep the one we've got on at the moment on. Let's tuck that away over there. Okay, still got more to hand in as yet. I can't remember what this one was. Oh, the fungus one. Yeah, this was a really simple quest. Explosive spore clouds. You don't say. Tell me more. Choking, stinging, burning of the eyes. Was there itching, nausea, mortification? Delightful, delightful. You've certainly earned your commission, Sovik. That skin rash of yours should pass in a day or two. 35 silver, 9,000 experience. Who's shrooming who? Think of the possibilities, Sovik. Fast-growing fungal delivery agents for any manner of toxins. My companions in the Undercity will want to hear about this. Here are my notes and some additional samples. If we're fast, we can catch the next ship bound for the Eastern Kingdoms. Take the road east of here and follow it to the goblin town of Ratchet. Good, we're going there anyway. Look for the Broken Keel Tavern towards the south side of town and deliver these to my associate, Sasha, within. So deliver his research to Sasha at Ratchet in Northern Barrens. Straightforward, so we'll take that. Okay, so we've still got one quest up here. Do you know what? I think that was a quest which was going to send us to another area, isn't it? No, it isn't. Sovik, your reputation among the Horde grows. I've been hearing reports from both the Forgotten Pools and the Stagnant Oasis that you've been a real bane to our Centaur foes. Well done indeed. Retgar Deathgate is in charge of our operations against the Centaur all over the Northern Barrens. He could use a bold warlock like yourself to bolster his forces. Report to him at his outpost along the road west of here and aid him in any way he requires. So report to Retgar Deathgate at his outpost west of Crossroads in the Northern Barrens. Okay, so we're going to accept that. But that is a completely different direction from where we need to be going. So I think we probably need to go and do this one we've just picked up first, and then head back down here. This looks like more of a hub. It's got a flight path down there, it's got a stable master. This guy is just standing in the middle of the field, so it's probably worth once we leave the Crossroads, heading west to do this Death Gates reinforcements quest, completing that, probably maybe doing a couple of quests around this area, and then heading all the way back down here again towards Ratchet. That's what I'm thinking at the moment. Okay, before we leave though, let's go and just make sure that the weapon guys up here haven't got any of these enamel broadswords, feral blades. No, don't think we've seen one on him ever. No. No. Okay, so I think that looks like a good time to kind of pause things at the moment. I think we've been going probably about 50 minutes. And we'll make some good progress. We've gone from level 22 up to 24, so we'll put a couple of levels on. And I think we've probably completed everything which we need to kind of do in the Crossroads area. So the quest has been good fun. We managed to get a few new pieces of gear. The upgrade was quite good. And obviously emptying the bank at the mailbox and getting up to 52,000 was fantastic. We'll get this Deviate Fish on the auction house. Probably not straight away. I'm probably at the end of this recording going to bounce into another recording and go and do some more quests. But yeah, all in all, for an hour spent on the game, it's been quite good. So again, thanks for your time. I hope you enjoyed this recording. I hope you enjoyed as much as I am the adventures of this young warlock as he ventures his way around Azeroth, starting in the Northern Barrens. If you have enjoyed it, please leave a like on the video, subscribe to my channel if you're interested in watching more videos along these lines, and until next time, goodbye.